I am Kerry Fogerty. I am the Quality Control Manager here at Incobrasa. I have been here since the first bushel of beans was crushed in the old plant over there, so I've been here a while. So, the significance of this event cannot be understated based on the people that are in this room. I think it's pretty evident how important this is. The fact is that this plant is now the largest single extraction unit in the United States. That fact does not begin to capture what this really means for the state of Illinois. 240,000 bushels. 240,000 bushels a day, every day, get fed into this plant. That's over $2.5 million a day goes into the local farm economy. That is 98 million bushels a year that's going to be crushed here. The lion's share of this will come from central Illinois. Those are a lot of big numbers. What's that really mean? Well, it means it's going to provide a safe, trade war-proof market for Illinois soybean farmers. It will be an outlet for 7,000 local farm families. Every bushel from every field from 7,000 local farms it will take to feed this plant in a year. It's just fantastic. None of this, of course, would be possible if it weren't for the efforts of a lot of people. I'm going to miss some people, but I want to highlight a few. The first here are Roger and Aloisio Ribeiro that had the foresight. The foresight to invest a great deal of resources into this project. Also, the plant personnel and contractors that spent the last 3 years in freezing cold and sweltering heat to put this plant together. And lastly, we cannot forget the elected officials, the policy folks that have championed the use of biodiesel, which supports the American farmer. Yeah, I just introduced a new word in there, biodiesel. This plant would not be built had it not been for biodiesel policy, both within Illinois and on the federal level. So the efforts of people in both Springfield and Washington, D.C. have made a great market for biodiesel which we can produce from the soybean oil that we will now make with this new soybean extraction plant. Folks represented here are the National Oilseed Processors Association, where Devin is. There's Devin. The Illinois Soybean Association has been very influential getting favorable biodiesel policy for us. There's a couple groups here that I would like to that are not here that I would like to mention. We have Clean Fuels Alliance America and also the Sustainable Advanced Biofuel Refiners. They have fought for decades to promote the use of biodiesel. And again, we would not be doing this if it weren't for biodiesel. Fortunately for Incobrasa, the state of Illinois itself has elected officials that have long supported the production and use of biodiesel. Many of those state senators and representatives are in this room today. I have a very heartfelt sense of gratitude to all of you. Can't thank you enough. These key individuals have pushed for biodiesel usage since the beginning, but none of their legislative efforts would have come to fruition without a signature from our guest of honor. In 2022, Governor Pritzker signed into law a bill that waives sales tax on diesel fuel now containing 20% biodiesel. With the stroke of his pen, the governor opened up a 300 million gallon market for biodiesel in the state of Illinois. With this new crush plant and the second biodiesel plant under construction just on the other side of the railroad tracks, Incobrasa is now well positioned to provide more than half of that biodiesel in Illinois. Please help. Please help me in thanking and welcoming Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Well, thank you very much, Kerry, and good morning, everyone. What a pleasure it is to be here, back here in Gilman with the hardworking men and women of Incobrasa. who of course have helped to make this company truly a great success for the state of Illinois, for Gilman, for the country. And having been here for the groundbreaking of this facility, nothing brings me greater joy than witnessing from start to finish projects where we know that growth and new jobs come to life. Today is a celebration, truly a celebration of a next era for Incobrasa, with the completion of a $250 million expansion of this state-of-the-art soybean processing facility. This dramatically expands its production capacity, it strengthens the supply chain, it also positions the company and our state for decades of future growth. So I want to thank a few people. You've heard some of their names, but I'll just take a moment to say, Roger and Aloysio Ribeiro, thank you for your vision, for your continued confidence in the state of Illinois. I mentioned Kerry, but also I want to mention all the employees whose hard work and commitment have helped to build this company into an industry leader. To Director Jerry Costello, who's here from the Illinois Department of Agriculture, Devin Mogler of the National Oilseed Processors Association, Bryan Severs of the Soybean Association, Wendell Dallas, the CEO of Nicor Gas, Gilman Mayor Rick Theesfeld, Illinois Economic Development Corporation Chair John Atkinson, and of course the great members of the General Assembly who, as you heard, helped to make this possible. Leader Dave Kaler, Senator Chris Balkema, Senator Doris Turner, Senator Patrick Joyce, and Representative Charlie Meyer. Thank you all for all that you've done. So more than 2 decades ago, Incobrasa established operations here in Gilman as a soybean crushing facility. Over the years, the company became a national leader in innovation, in sustainability, in biofuels manufacturing. All the while, Incobrasa has remained a family-owned business, committed to its employees, to this community, and to the state of Illinois. We are truly proud here in Illinois that we are the nation's top soybean producer. And Incobrasa is powering the modern economy with those soybeans, including biodiesel and cooking oil and farm feed. All of it begins right here in Gilman. This expansion is the next chapter in the company's story, and it's a transformational investment in the heart of our state. In addition to scaling up production capacity, Incobrasa is bringing new jobs and growth, further cementing Illinois' position as a national leader in agricultural processing and biofuels. The state of Illinois truly is proud to support this project through our EDGE Business Incentive Program. Already in 2026, EDGE has catalyzed the creation of more than 5,000 new jobs in communities all across the state of Illinois. These investments reflect something that I've been working hard to build over the last several years. I'm now proud to say that our state has made a whole lot of progress, and Illinois is now open for business and growing. Our fiscal and our economic health has substantially improved. We've earned 10 credit upgrades from the credit rating agencies in New York and across the nation. We passed 8 consecutive balanced budgets, and we made strategic investments that now have ranked our state as one of the top 10 states in infrastructure, in workforce development, in education, and in business attraction. We've created the conditions for companies like Incobrasa to expand here, to deepen their roots that benefit working families and, of course, all the people of the state. Commitment and investment of this scale is especially important right now. Companies across the state depend on stable markets, on reliable supply chains, and on strong international trading relationships. This is especially true of Illinois' soybean industry, and that industry has now turned more toward the domestic market. And I wanted to make sure that we had a strong industry. And so I signed an executive order in late 2025 to bolster support for Illinois farmers and many of the industries that rely upon those farmers. This is really an exciting day for Incobrasa, for Iroquois County, for Gilman, for the entire state of Illinois. And I want to thank the Ribeiros again for your partnership, for your investment, your continued commitment to helping this state grow. And with that, I am proud to introduce a real champion of Illinois agriculture, of working families, and our rural communities, the Director of the Department of Agriculture, Jerry Costello. Jerry?
Thank you, Governor Pritzker, and it's an honor to have been in this position for 6.5 years now. And the one thing I can tell you, being in the General Assembly, serving in government for quite some time, this guy cuts a lot of ribbons. And the reason he does, he follows through. At the end of the day, we're sitting here, we're going to cut a ribbon. It's absolutely fabulous. But years and years ago, there were conversations that took place, the very beginning of this process. And the following through is what matters. A big round of applause for Governor Pritzker and our friends in the General Assembly for allowing us this opportunity. And when I say opportunity, this project is exactly what EDGE tax credits are about. This is exactly what EDGE tax credits were designed to do. Because this is a partnership. It's a partnership with the agricultural community, with Incobrasa, and at the end of the day, we are less reliant on foreign sources of oil because of this plant, because of American Illinois soybean farmers. So for all of our farmers, the 7,000 that we heard about, 7,000 families, that's amazing. We have 43,000 soybean farmers in the state of Illinois. We're the number one producer of soybeans in the United States. 640 million bushels of soybeans come through this state. There's no better place to have this plant than in the state of Illinois. Thank you to our Soybean Association and our soybean farmers. And especially in the current agricultural economy, which we know is struggling, and we know our corn farmers, our soybean farmers, row crops in general, unfortunately, the prices that they're getting for their commodities most of the time are below break even. To have this plant so close and to have folks from central Illinois that can bring their soybeans to this facility, logistically, it's more important than it has ever been. At the end of the day, I again just want to say thank you. Thank you to Incobrasa. Thank you for making this happen, Governor Pritzker, and thank you to our legislators for making this happen. It's my pleasure to introduce Bryan Severs.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Illinois Soybean Association and our farmer-led board of directors, I want to congratulate Aloisio and the Incobrasa team on this exciting expansion and thank them for being a valued partner to Illinois 43,000 soybean farmers. Today is about more than a new facility or added capacity. It's about the strength of a partnership that begins on Illinois farms, like mine, and creates opportunity from field to fuel tanks. Illinois soybean farmers work every day to produce a reliable, high-quality crop, which is why Illinois is #1 soybean producing state in the nation. But it's partners like Incobrasa that help create the demand that keeps our farms strong and our rural communities vibrant. As biodiesel markets continue to grow, so does the demand for soybeans. The demand supports sustainable profitability for us as farmers and helps ensure a strong future for agriculture in Illinois. That's a powerful example of what can happen when farmers, industry, and state government leaders work together. The value stays close to home, supporting jobs, investments, economic growth in the communities where we live and work. Whether we're advocating for biofuels in Springfield and Washington, D.C., promoting the benefits of biodiesel, or developing new markets around the world, our shared mission is to create opportunities that benefit farmers, processors, and the broader agriculture economy. Illinois Soybean Association and Incobrasa each play a different role in that effort, but we are committed and united by a common commitment to American energy. As we celebrate this ribbon cutting today, we're reminded that hard work plus innovation remain the heartbeat of our great nation. Every truckload of soybeans delivered to this facility reflects the resilience and determination of farm families across our state, and every investment made here is an investment in Illinois agriculture and a more hopeful future for the generations that will carry the industry forward. I want to personally extend a special thank you to Governor Pritzker, Director Costello, our legislative champions, State Representative Delgado, State Senator Joyce, State Representative Meyer, who continue to support policies like our B20 incentive that provide Illinois farmers with markets close to home. Congratulations again to Aloisio and Roger and his family and the entire Incobrasa team. The Illinois Soybean Board and staff are proud to stand by you and for many years to come. So thank you. I'd like to invite Devin Mogler from NOPA to the stage, CEO.
Thank you. On behalf of the National Oilseed Processors Association, thank you for the honor of joining you today to celebrate this milestone for Incobrasa. NOPA represents 99% of the soybean processing industry in the U.S., and we are proud to count Incobrasa as a member. Investments like these do three key things. They create fresh opportunities for farmers, they strengthen rural communities, and they add value to every bushel of soybeans produced. Thanks to bold expansions such as this, the United States can now process 3 out of every 5 rows of soybeans grown across our fields, keeping more value right here where it belongs. Translation, less reliance on China. Yet today's ribbon cutting is about more than concrete and steel. It's a powerful promise, a long-term investment in Illinois farmers, in thriving rural communities, and the bright future of Illinois agriculture. As mentioned, Illinois is the undisputed king of soybean production in the U.S., producing between... And as a farm boy from Iowa, that's hard for me to say, but with this expansion, the state can now process over 1 million bushels of soybeans per day. The harvest of 20,000 acres marching from the field to the silo to the crush facility day in and day out around the clock. Our row crop farmers deserve strong local markets. Our livestock producers deserve plentiful supplies of soybean meal. And every single additional bushel processed here in Gilman keeps the value right here in Illinois, powering jobs, fueling economic growth, and lifting communities throughout the region. Here, domestic supply chains grow stronger. Here, American crops become American ingredients and American fuel. And here, we rise to meet the great demands of our time. Soybean meal for feed, the essential protein foundation for swine and poultry. Soybean oil for food, the trusted, heart-healthy staple of American diets. And soybean oil for feedstock, increasingly the driver of biomass-based diesel, advancing our energy security and reducing reliance on foreign supplies. We answer the call for food, we answer the call for feed, and we answer the call for fuel, creating vibrant new markets for farmers while bolstering American manufacturing and rural economies. So today, we congratulate the entire Incobrasa team on this outstanding achievement. Thank you for your deep commitment to Illinois agriculture. Thank you for your vision and investment in American manufacturing. And thank you, above all, for your steadfast support of the Illinois soybean farmers who feed this nation, fuel its future, and strengthen its communities. Thank you. And with that, it's my honor to introduce Mayor Rick Theesfeld.
You got it. On behalf of the City of Gilman, it is an honor and privilege to be here today. It's great to have Governor Pritzker, Senator Balkema, and many other Illinois elected officials. Thank you to Incobrasa for inviting me to say a few words. For the past 25 years, Incobrasa has made a big economic impact for the City of Gilman and the large surrounding area. A few years ago, along with a city consultant, we met with Kerry, Fogerty, and Sergio to discuss bringing wastewater to the City of Gilman as part of their new expansion. At that meeting, we approached them with the idea of annexing their new development into the city as we were considering establishing a new TIF district. In time, a TIF district was established along with Incobrasa annexing in over 500 acres into the City of Gilman. It has been a great pleasure working with everyone at Incobrasa as we are still working on the final details of the TIF agreement. With this expansion, the next 25 years will bring even more growth and will benefit all of the residents of the City of Gilman and all of Iroquois County. Thank you. And I would like to introduce Senator Chris Balkema.
As you get this far into the speaker lineup, the hope is the speeches get really short. So I'll try to follow through on that. So Chris Balkema, I've got the 53rd District from the Indiana line to East Peoria, and for the opportunity I have to stand here representing three of the best ingredients of Illinois. First is high technology. It's all around us here. We've got the best think tanks working on cutting-edge technology. Secondly, a thriving business model. If you look at what they've done and what we have now as a GDP output of this plant and what we're going to have after we cut the ribbon today, it's amazing. And the third ingredient, rural Illinois. I took early retirement from my previous employer, Caterpillar, to help promote those three ingredients, and they're all here today. Illinois has so much to offer, and Incobrasa is a wonderful representation of what Illinois can be and will be in the future. And so it's an incredible honor to stand here and to celebrate this ribbon cutting, and we look forward to doing that right now with Kerry coming back up to lead us through that process.
So we're just going to make a long string across here. If you guys want to bring up the ribbon here, and somebody's got the scissors. Not sure how this goes. Nobody hurt themselves, hopefully. It's our safety guy in the house.